15-3.
All the others are the same as they were last week.
Well,
Rico is 30.
Yep.
21 is the same as last week.
Sanders.
DJ is 10. 42 is same number. And these are all the same guys as last week. It's on the roster. Venom roster.
I mean,
The same as last week.
Here's what I have.
10 is right, that's right, that's right.
It's week 2 of Arizona Club Basketball League action here at Arizona Christian University. But 2 different teams for you. AZ Wizards taking on AZ Venom here tonight on the live stream. Brought to you right here by Real Recruits. And we are started off early here for the AZ Wizards. That one goes for Hayden Quinn. His first 3 points of the game. Mitch Vareldas here alongside Greg Rosenberg to bring all the action to you. Greg, what do you like about these 2 teams specifically?
Well, Wizards is predominantly Hamilton High School, so they're trying to get a little early start for next year, if you will. There's one unsigned senior, Rashad Smith, is really intriguing. Long defensive player, can do it all basically. About 6'5", getting some looks from Division I schools.
A long 3 from Davion Washington. And then he picks up the rebound on the miss, and a quick pass underneath inside to Q Lamberth for 2. AZ Venom up to a 5-3 lead now with just a minute gone here in the first half.
That 3 was Daniel Foster from Agua Fria, unsigned senior.
So already early miscues here for the Wizards after a nice 3-ball. Underneath working now are Venom, and some tussling for the ball in the air picked up by the Wizards. Moving now is Kyle Ponzo, quickly passing it off to Rashad Smith. Nice spin move there, going underneath. Back to Ponzo for 3. No good, picked up by Venom.
It's a few younger kids like Kyle Ponzo mixed in with some older kids. This would be their heart and soul, most of the kids from for Hamilton High School for next year. There's a few football kids also on their roster are not here right now.
Drive in, no good on the 2, picked up by Venom. Quickly moving the ball underneath with Smith. He gets blocked.
But Kyle Ponzo, nice block.
Wizards with the ball now, trying to get the offense going. Still 5-3, a long three. It's good. Kyler Mickelson out of Saguaro High School for three.
Yeah, he's the lone, probably non-Hamilton kid. Saguaro's probably top returning player for next year. Kyler Mickelson, about 6'4", 6'5", shooter. Really, really consistent shooter. Quick release, good frame. We got a 6-5 game here.
Currently here tonight for the Wizards, 4 out of Hamilton High School, normally upwards of 7. The Wizards recovering from a loss last week to Alvin Gentry Elite. They got blown out of that one, 63-36 the final score. They're under the coaching of James Ford. On the opposite end for Venom, they had an interesting week last week where they took on Blue Chip Nation as Venom fouls there. Looks like that foul's going to go against. It's going to go against 13 on Venom.
Daniel
The
Foster.
first basket good for Quinn. And Quinn makes them both.
Yeah, Hayden Quinn did not play a lot of varsity ball this year, but I think a lot of people will know about him next year in the East Valley.
One of the many products of Hamilton High School on this team. He's a 6'4" forward, junior, and
Nice
comes
block.
in with a tomahawk block from behind.
DJ McNeil on the line. He is what you call the heart and soul of a club team. Unsigned senior. Got a lot of interest from schools around the country. D2, D3, NAIA, junior college, anyone's trying to get his service.
And I guarantee we'll be talking about McNeil a lot tonight, who currently leads the league after scoring 29 points last week for Venom. He makes both of his. Driving in, Mickelson for 2. Give him 5 points on the evening already.
Got a sturdy frame to absorb the contact and score it.
Venom driving in, another
Nice block.
block.
Ponzo already a second block.
And this is Ponzo's first game of the season. He did not play in last week's contest against Alvin Gentry Elite. And a quick pass underneath. First shot, no good. Second shot, no good. Tussling for the ball, and it's going to be picked up by Mickelson for the rebound. And a quick steal by Venom. They're driving. It's 3-on-2. Going in for the basket. It's good. Rico Connor for his first 2.
Rico Connor is known for his defense, and he showed it right there. Nice pass, Kyle Ponzo.
Very quick passing. Ponzo with the assist to Hayden Quinn, his 7th points. For 3, Venom, no good. Picked up by Ponzo. Wizards back to work moving. They have a 12-9 lead. Smith from the outside wing. He gets 3.
Rashad Smith was one of the top players in the East Valley all year.
Holding the ball here is Venom, and now an outside 3 by McQuinn. It's no good. Or McNeil, excuse me. Now we have a foul here on the Wizards. And that's going to go against Ponzo, his first.
I love Ponzo's early activity thus far. Got a few blocks, rebounds, made a couple nice passes. That's what you need. He's an unsigned, undersized 4-man but he could stretch it out to the 3, and he's active.
Q Lambeth currently at the line. He's a senior out of Copper Canyon High School, standing at about 6'3". And he misses the second shot, but they're going to call no good on the basket regardless because of an early step. So 15-10 current lead for the Wizards, and they're doing some quick passing here, already underneath. Now back outside, driving in. And that's a good 2 for Quinn.
Once again, Quinn did not play varsity much, and he might lead the team next year in scoring.
Long shot for 3, rattles around, but no good. Picked up by Ponzo. Now moving again are the Wizards.
Great ball movements thus far from AZ Wizards.
And we got a traveling call against Rashad Smith. That's the kind of stuff you don't want to see early on, almost halfway through this first half. 17-10 with the Wizards lead. But this Venom team has a lot of fight in them. They had an interesting week last week. The ball is quickly stolen away by Henson. He goes up for 2. It's no good. Picked up on the rebound by Quinn. 11 points now for Hayden Quinn, who scored 14 last week.
He's probably on pace to break that. What do you think?
I think that's safe to say.
Yeah.
We don't want to jinx it this early, but I think at this point, 3 points is not going to be hard for Hayden Quinn.
No.
McNeil loses control, tries to pass it off to Ramirez. It's no good. Now we have a quick sub.
Great team defense by the Wizards. Number 10 checks in. That's him. Tremaine Lee.
And checking in is Tremaine Lee for the Wizards. Also checking in, Tyson Brown. And a drive in by Quinn. And he is 1 point away from breaking that last week total.
He might move up the charts scoring leaders this week.
He'll definitely be contesting that scoring leader on the opposite end in DJ McNeil.
You got a piece of that there, too.
For the ball, and a quick spin move there by Brown. Outside jumper.
Shooter.
He gets it. Tyson Brown with his first 3 of the game.
Always known as a shooter. You showed it right there.
Wizards adding on here early. Venom only at 10 points to start. And another quick steal there by Courtney Henson. Quick moving the ball around. Quinn with a roll around the rim, and he gets 2. 15 now.
Too many turnovers early on is costing them. Good teams will make you pay.
Long outside 3, and that's
Daniel
good.
Foster. That's the second.
Daniel Foster now with 2 threes on the day. Wizards still have command of this game with a 13-point lead. It's 26-13. Almost 8 minutes left. A long shot by Smith. It's no good. Looks like a foul on the floor. And that's going to go against Tremaine Lee of the Wizards. So now Venom moving the ball. Trying to get the play going. They're down by double. The Wizards lead, and that shot's no good. Picked up by the Wizards, moving quickly. At 3 range. Henson, no good. But picked up and now lost by Tremaine Lee. But it stays put. Talking about that last week matchup that Venom had, they were supposed to play Blue Chip Nation. Unfortunately, at one point in the game, Blue Chip Nation could not field its proper 5 and had to forfeit last week's game, giving AZ Venom the automatic win. However, they were able to play the 16U Factory squad, and ironically, they lost that game.
Yeah, a lot of talent in the Factory program. There was, I do think there was one 17U kid playing up, or playing down, I guess you could say.
Of course, those Factory teams led by Kenny Mullins, who's in charge of this entire league, so it goes without saying that he would have definitely had his team ready in case anything would have happened.
Yes.
Venom inbounding the ball. Score still the same almost a minute later. Driving in.
Nice
throwing
play.
up with 2 hands. No good. Picks up his own rebound. And it's good.
Davion Washington.
Davion Washington with his first 2. Actually, it is.
Great steal by Rashawn
Trying to
Smith.
move the ball quickly. But the Wizards catch on. Now underneath. Back to outside. Rashawn Smith driving in. Almost loses it. Trying to pass the ball around, and Venom takes it quickly. Now moving quickly underneath the hoop with no on him, and a huge block by Rashad Smith. But to no avail if you can't recover, and that's Damon McNeil with his first 2. Rashad Smith with a long 3, but it's short, picked up underneath by Henson for 2. Courtney Henson with his first points of the game and of the season. Venom trying to move this ball around for head coach Demo McNeil. And if you don't recognize the McNeil name by now, then you're going to hear it a lot more, I'll tell you that much.
DJ McNeil.
We have a foul on Courtney Henson. Sending to the line, Dylan Sanders. Sanders, 10 points last week. He's not shot a free throw yet, but he'll make that one for his first points. Got a couple subs on the floor for the Wizards. Checking back in, Kyle Ponzo and Austin Evans, both out of Hamilton High School. And you're going to be hearing that a lot too, as Dylan Sanders makes his second shot. Wizards still in control. Now from 3, it's good.
Tremaine Lee.
Tremaine Lee lighting it up for his first 3 of the game.
Not known as the deep threat, but showed on that he has it in his arsenal.
Wizards almost doubled the Venom lead currently. They were ahead by 13 at one point, now currently sitting at an 11-point lead. Excuse me, 12-point lead. Driving in, no good, picked up underneath, and it's stolen away by Ponzo.
Been active all game. 2020 product.
And what appeared to be some smart ball movement there by Tyson Brown turns into an errant throw. Now Venom ball.
Venom's trying to turn the Wizards over like they did them the first half of the first half.
A lot of sharing the ball here early on for Venom. Highest point total is Daniel Foster. He has 6 with those 2 3 balls. But on the opposite end for the Wizards, it's been all Quinn. He has 15 points already in this game. Ponzo from outside.
Shooter.
He gets 3.
That's what he does. He can stretch the floor out
His
all the way out
first
to the 3.
game. Driving in with no coverage. Little floater, no good. Recovers, and Dylan Sanders gets 2.
Quick. Dylan Sanders is quick.
Ponzo to Cole. Evans, excuse me. No good. Blocked on the shot. And we have a foul on the floor. And it looks like that's going to go against Rashad Smith for the push. A quick set of subs. Damon McNeil is in, and RJ Tillman is now out for the first time tonight.
You know, DJ will put up some buckets. Game's still early.
As he loses possession of the ball there, able to keep possession for his squad. Venom underneath. There's just over 3.5 minutes to go. They are trailing 34-21 currently. Found underneath
Nice.
for 2.
Good pass.
Davion Washington gets another 2.
One of those undersized 4 men who are quicker than most forwards. Very active inside.
Brown outside. Long 3 from Quinn, and it's no good. He's now missed 2 in a row.
Did we jinx him?
I think he's just good for the week. We have another foul on the floor, and that's going to go against the Wizards.
He missed that shot. He was fading away instead of being straight upright.
Quick pass outside. McNeil driving in. Totally covered. No good.
Good board
Picked
there,
up by
shot.
Smith. Now driving is Brown for 3. No good, but picked up underneath by Quinn, and he
There it
gets
is.
back into it. 17 points now for him.
Way to hustle.
McNeil trying to run the offense, passes it off to Mo Mudazamal. He can't keep possession, and now moving quickly is Quinn. Underneath with the one-hand slam.
Okay.
Hayden Quinn, 19 points.
Look,
And he
Mom,
gets
I can
the
do
foul.
this.
He can do just about anything at this point.
Hayden Quinn. Remember the name.
That foul on the floor against Damon McNeil. So now Hayden Quinn looking to surpass 20, and he will. DJ McNeil moving the ball around. As we said, he's the point leader heading into this game out of Agua Fria High School, the senior. And just as soon as we're talking about how good Quinn has been, he fouls his first.
GG has 2 points. I'm saying he'll end up probably with 20. Just that kind of guy. He's only oddly attempted 2 shots tonight. Made both his free throws, though. He's going to get him up.
Venom inbounds the ball, and it goes right to McNeil. Trying to get the offense moving. Underneath, no shot called, and it's a foul again on the Wizards.
Quick first step by Davion Washington.
That's Courtney Henson's second foul on the evening. Correction on that foul, that's actually against Ponzo. First shot is no good, and now the Wizards trying to move around. They're double covered. Now aggressive coverage by Venom. Long 3 outside from Mickelson, no good. Swatted away, picked up by Venom.
I think that was his first miss of the night.
And a lot of fighting at the hoop here, but the successful one,
Rico Connor.
Rico Connor. And an errant pass, and it already is going back to Venom.
He probably waited about a second too long. The pass was there earlier.
So Daniel Foster running the offense, passes it off to McNeil. Good dribble move, step back jumper. He gets it off the backboard.
Impressive. Highly skilled. Can make any shot in the book.
Austin Evans trying to move around the offense, now passes it off to Brown. Outside for three. No good, in and out. Picked up on the floor by Mickelson, but then he loses it, and now Venom ball moving it quickly underneath already.
And one.
And he'll get two. Rico Connor. 6 points.
Turning them over and scoring off of it. Trying to speed the game up.
Now we have some very aggressive movement, and Venom has now turned this into a 10-point deficit. And that's going to be a foul against Lambeth. His first. Outside is Brown. Now fakes, moves in with the one hand. Ooh. And tries to pass it off to Mickelson, but it's no good there. And now fouled on that is Austin Evans. And that's going to go against DJ McNeil, his first. So Austin Evans at the line, hoping to get his first points of the season and of the night, and there's one.
Water.
Austin Evans, another one of those Hamilton products, stands at 6'2", a junior, and he sinks to second.
Austin Evans, I think he missed his entire sophomore season with an injury. He's a white bandage over his left knee. I'm assuming that's where the injury occurred. He should have a breakout senior year for the Huskies.
Foster trying to take it himself, passes it off underneath to Lambeth, throws up a prayer, and it goes out of bounds. It remains Venom ball.
That may be my new favorite name, Quay Lambeth.
Quay Lambeth, of course, out of Copper Canyon, has 10 points already this season, and with 3 tonight, he'll be put at 13 so far. DJ McNeil underneath, no good. Tried to be picked up by Venom, and McNeil ends up with his own rebound, gets the 2 and the foul.
Tough kid. He's just tough.
And that foul goes against Hayden Quinn, the opposite end leading scorer.
They're scrapping. Cut it to single digits here.
And they will. DJ McNeil. And now, quickly trying to move the ball is Ponzo, but there's a lack of communication on the floor, and it turns over.
Make it a 6-point or 7-point game.
It's 41-32, just under 6 seconds. And it looks like Venom's going to get the ball underneath for the inbound. Maybe try to cut this lead down to
Coach trying to run a set
6.
play right here. See if it works.
And a timeout called by Venom. That was clearly Coach McNeil trying to get a message across to his players, but it wasn't going through. Regardless, we've seen a lot of high scoring already from Hayden Quinn.
Yeah.
DJ McNeil is coming into this game as the leading scorer from last week, the leading assist holder from last week. Are we expecting to see more points on the Venom side of things?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. McNeil, I mean, at 2 points, I said he'll have 20. He's already up to 7. He just, one of those kids. He just scores in so many ways. Not just a shooter, not just a driver, not just a pull-up guy. He has it all. And, I mean, he might not jump out of the building, might not be the fastest kid in the room, but he will score points. Like I said, the kid will have 20 at the end of the night. I have a feeling this play might go to him. What do you think?
I'm feeling some McNeil right now. McNeil coach, McNeil on the floor.
Yeah, he's inbounding the ball. Maybe it's a set play, but he'll get the ball back.
Clock is reset to 6.4 seconds. Still a 9-point deficit for Venom.
Inside.
Quick pass underneath.
Good ball.
Blocked, no good. Who's gonna pick it up? But the clock's running down. And with no one able to claim possession before the end of the half, that's gonna do it for this first half. It's 41-32. AZ Wizards with the lead over AZ Venom. We'll be back after a short intermission. Coming back from halftime, it's 41-32. It's been dominated by the Wizards, and particularly just Hayden Quinn absolutely lighting it up on the floor. He already has 20 points, but he's getting near foul trouble already with 2. On the opposite end for Venom, DJ McNeil, the point leader heading into this week, is at 7, and he's currently leading for his squad. Also has 1 foul coming back in from the second half, but 16 more minutes of basketball for both of these squads. Only one can come out the victor. And ASU Wizards, or the AZ Wizards, excuse me, leading by 9 over AZ Venom. Mitch Varaldis, Greg Rosenberg, back with you for this final half of play of this final game of Week 2 of Arizona Club Basketball. Brought to you right here, thanks to Real Recruits here at Arizona Christian University. Getting ready for the second half of action. It'll be Wizards ball. Now Wizards shooting away from their bench, moving to our left and camera left. And for the Venom, now shooting towards their bench on the right side. But it's the Wizards leading off this second half. And already almost losing the ball is Rashad Smith, but quickly recovers. And called for the offensive foul is Rashad Smith. So now DJ McNeil led the league last week with 29 points single-handedly. Currently sitting on 7, and his team sitting in a 9-hole. McNeil going in. 2 points for McNeil.
Buckets.
First buckets of the half go to DJ. And quickly
steal.
stolen away.
Oh,
And
good
a
board.
missed opportunity there, picked up by the Wizards. Trying to move it out is Rashad Smith, and he finds Kyler Mickelson, now moving it around quickly.
You just know they're going to scrap. That's what Venom does. Also, a lot of older kids on their team, so they just play hard. Usually seniors just play harder, especially unsigned seniors.
Long three!
That's his
Daniel
third.
Foster.
9 points for Foster, all threes. Foster's kind of a combo guard. He's known for his shooting, but he could handle it and facilitate it too. Probably better off the ball than actually being the true one. But he had a really good year for Agua Fria alongside DJ McNeil.
And after a trip on the floor by James Doyle, we have a timeout on the floor by the Wizards, a full timeout. So really quickly, just want to evaluate these teams. There's a lot of Hamilton, of course, on this Wizards squad, but then we're also seeing a better trend of, more of the east side schools. We have Agua Fria is very well represented. Excuse me, west side. Agua Fria very well represented on this AZ Venom team.
Yeah, I mean, Copper Canyon, Agua Fria, some Desert Edge, little Dare Valley. I mean, it's basically west side versus east side here. And you got Scottsdale with, who was that, Kyler Mickelson. And Tremaine Lee. Tremaine Lee, I think, was originally at Sierra Linda and then transferred to Apollo High School this year. He had a good year alongside a factory star, Emmanuel Taban.
And Rashad Smith with some good ball handling to avoid getting it stolen away, and now it's going to go against Rico Connor, his first foul.
Rashad Smith tweeted out, "Blessed that I've received my second Division I offer from Wagner College." So congratulations from Rashad. Second D1 offer.
Rashad Smith with 3 points tonight. Also already has 2 fouls in his first game. No good on the jumper there. Picked up by DJ McNeil, moving quickly. Trying to make it all his own, and he will! A high off the backboard bucket for DJ McNeil.
Tough, tough, tough. Nice pass. Hey.
And one.
Great pass.
Tremaine Lee.
Got some bounce. There's Rashad Smith, just a bigger wing combo guard. Kind of plays the 1-2-3. Good passer. He's really just known for his defense. His length is incredible. Good instincts, athleticism, steals, blocks, you name it. Streaky, deep shooter. Good driver, and incredible in transition with his athleticism.
Tremaine Lee is short on his free throw shot, but it was picked up by Doyle. Luckily, they were able to hold on to it. A long outside shot for Mickelson. No good off the outside of the rim. Picked up by Venom and almost lost there by Isaac Ramirez. And now he puts up 2 of his own.
Good shot. These kids do not want to lose this game. What a great comeback here.
Now down by 2 and almost losing the ball there is a Wizards shot by Doyle. No good. Picked up underneath by
Too quick
Venom.
of a shot. They're speeding them up, and they're uncomfortable right now, the Wizards. Their guys got to calm down, slow this game down, get more of a half-court type of game, because fast pace is not working in their favor right now.
foul on the floor allows Venom to check the ball in.
DJ posting up Tyson.
Another foul on the floor. Not sure who the foul is on there. Likely Tyson Brown.
Probably.
Tyson Brown, of course, defending DJ.
Yep.
And now, on that time, they can't get the communication on the inbound, and it'll go to the Wizards.
You just tell just from their bodies just how much stronger DJ McNeil is than Tyson Brown. Tyson might be a little quicker, but DJ just man strength.
And Rashad Smith trying to show off his ball handling skills and almost loses it. Now just trying to get across the half line, and that one's stolen out of midair by DJ McNeil, driving in by himself, loses the ball. Now we have a foul on the floor, and that's against Kyler Mickelson, and that's his first.
Pressure's really bothering the Wizards. Just keep on turning them over. And only down 2.
Ramirez with the inbound. It'll go to Foster. Foster trying to get the offense moving. He already has 9 points. As mentioned, all of them from the 3 ball. No good on that too. Recovered by Lambeth. Also no good. Now picked up by Smith. Wizards now moving the ball quickly. Passes it off to Brown. Brown underneath to try and get the alley-oop from Tremaine Lee, and that's no good. Then picked up quickly, and now
3 ball
for 3. Foster, no good on that one. McNeil, spin move. Turn away jumper, no good again. Lambeth underneath, still no good. About the foul.
They just keep on coming at you.
You can see the frustration from Rashad Smith. That's now his 3rd.
Looks like he's checking out.
So now at the line is Quay Lambeth, the most interesting name on this team. He sinks his first. Puts him at 4 points on the evening now. Looking to make it 5 here. And he will just barely miss that one. Now some tussling on the floor, and now some quick separation between McNeil and Lee.
Looks like double technicals.
Would not be surprised if that were the case. And you feel like at this kind of an age, it's way too young to be fighting over just trying to get control.
Interesting. They teed up just Tremaine Lee. Oh, they did it. Okay.
So double fouls for both 10s. So DJ will shoot first. No good on his 1.
One more coming.
Of course, with technical fouls, you get 2 chances at the free throw line unbothered, and he'll make the 2nd. Give him 12 points on the evening. Because Venom was on offense, they were the only ones to be granted these shots, and Venom will retain as a result. But of course, 1 more technical on each, and that could be it for both of them. DJ McNeil, no good. Uncontrolled by Lambeth, but picked up on the opposite end by his teammate. Now trying to move quickly is Foster. Driving in on his own, the quick pass underneath. McNeil gets the 2.
High school teammates and club teammates. They obviously have that great team chemistry. He knew exactly where he was going to be.
Long shot by Lee for 3. 8 points now.
Trying to shut up the critic. Wait, that's me.
I guess you could say that's both of us since we're the ones commenting on it. Long from Foster, no good. Picked up by Rashad Smith by the Wizards. Throws it across to Brown. Now outside 3, it's Evans for 3.
Water.
Austin Evans with a good showing in his first game, now at 5 points.
Yeah, Austin Evans, man. Probably haven't seen him in over 1 year.
McNeil Long three off the front of the rim, picked up by Evans, and now McNeil with another foul. And that's going to be his third.
That three was well needed. They cut it to 1, and now they go up 4. All the momentum was with the Venom team. Wizards trying to cling on to this lead here.
DJ McNeil halfway home to being done for the game by fouls. Long three by Lee, no good, and no one's able to get a grip on it underneath, and it's going to go back to the Wizards. Wizards have seen this lead nearly disappear. They lead 49-45 with just under 11 minutes. Shad Smith loses control, and it's picked up by Venom. Now almost losing it again off the pass was Sanders to McNeil. Now Foster. Good spin move, underhand, no good. Picked up by his teammate for 2, Davion Washington. Give Washington 6 for the evening. Now underneath, all alone. And one. Tremaine Lee now at 10 points.
Having a great night.
The foul's going to go against Isaac Ramirez, his first.
I want to give a shout out to Craig Marcus. Just accepted the head coaching job at Verado. He was the Liberty assistant coach.
And Lee makes his one. Now a quick sub. Shad Smith checks out, and Kyle Ponzo's in. So now DJ McNeil with a little fire under him, trying to keep this team moving, trying to get a lead. Drives in all alone. One hand,
DJ.
2.
He will not stop. He'll just keep on putting up the points.
You said he would hit 20. He's now at 16, and a quick steal by Foster. Now driving in by himself with a nice hook shot.
Foster showing he's not just a shooter. He can drive too. Oh.
And Tremaine Lee just unlucky on that dribble. It goes off his toe and way out of bounds. And it'll go to Venom. Venom now losing by 1.
Trying to do a little too much.
And for those of you that can't see on the left side of the camera, there is a curtain that is cutting off what is technically an exit from the gym. And DJ McNeil disappeared behind the curtain to get that ball.
Yeah. Houdini.
When he almost loses possession, but he will on the slip, and it goes off the leg. And now driving in Evans, and he'll get fouled underneath.
Jump ball.
And they're calling it a jump ball, it looks like. So smart play by Venom to get the ball back on what almost could have been a very bad foul.
Hamilton coach not happy.
Daniel Foster trying to run it. His white shirt slightly covering his arm tattoos. Nearly lost possession there.
Very cool ink. Looks fresh. Looks like it's brand new.
Ramirez. No good on the turn jumper, picked up by Quinn. Now trying to get across the halfway point, and it's going to be Quinn passing it over to Ponzo. Now across Mickelson. Now it's Quinn.
Hayden wanted that. Looks like he has parking lot range. They've kind of gone away from Quinn. It's been a while since he touched the ball.
Steal by Ramirez, but to McNeil. Now McNeil by himself, and they're calling no shot and an offensive foul on McNeil.
Oh, he wants the NBA continuation. We are not in the NBA yet. They called it on the floor.
He's just frustrated he doesn't get his 2, so retract that foul. That'll actually go against Tyson Brown.
Oh.
For those of you trying to score at home, I apologize for not being the best scorekeeper. But so many numbers flying at once makes it difficult to do my job, unfortunately. No good there by McNeil, picked up by the Wizards. Mickelson gets credit for that rebound. Now Brown with a shot, fadeaway, no good off the front of the rim. And that's going to be picked up by Washington. Now to Foster. Now a long pass to Ramirez, who's doing some quick spin dribbling, and now that's stolen away by Ponzo.
A lot of turnovers in this game.
Evans almost could have been over and back there. Quinn with the long three.
Go back to what got you the lead in the first place. Hayden Quinn.
23 points now on the evening for him. And his team now leading by 4.
Nice little...
Foster with the response.
Nice little set play. The 2 Agua Fria seniors.
Mickelson trying to find help. And a poor pass by Ponzo.
And it works
on the opposite side. Venom ball. So an exchange of threes, and we're now back at a 1-point game. It's 55-54, Wizards with the lead, but Venom has the ball, and they are red hot as those red Wizards jerseys. And another long three from Foster, this time no good. Picked up underneath. And the foul. Rico Connor picking it up. And that's against Kyle Ponzo, now his 3rd. So Rico Connor now with a chance to give Venom its first lead of the game.
Amazing.
And with all the scoring that's been going on, I'm kind of surprised that there has not been a lead change. And now all he can hope for is a tie as he misses the first one.
Too many turnovers for Wizards, and a lot of quick shots. Have not been moving the ball like they did in the first half.
No good on the second. Missed it the same way, off the front of the rim. So what could have been a chance to change the lead turns into the same deficit as before, and now some aggressive D by Venom, and
I love it.
That's McNeil's 4th foul.
That's when Venom is at its best. They're an undersized team, so they have to speed teams up. Get into a track meet, and they outrun you.
We're seeing it here with some full court pressure, but now Ponzo's left alone. No luck. Now Mickelson and a
good rebound.
One of the fouls that you could just hear from the table, a hard hand slap.
Yep.
By Davion Washington, and that'll send Mickelson to the line.
Venom got away with one because Wizards probably top shooter, maybe outside the kid shooting right now, Kyle Ponzo.
Mickelson with his first. He's now at 6.
With Quinn, Mickelson, and Ponzo, they really could spread the floor.
And DJ McNeil is going to check out, as will Kyle Ponzo. And McNeil has been on fire of late. Now at 16 points as Mickelson makes his 2nd. Give Mickelson 7 points. Now moving quickly, and he loses possession, and now going the other way, it's Quinn. He's by himself against 3. Makes it almost look easy, but he'll go to the line for 2. And that's going to go against Davion Washington.
He's shown the ability to score different ways than just spot up and shooting. He could drive it, he's crafty, he could create a little separation. He's a good player.
14 points last week, now 24, 25.
Also an academic kid, so he'll get a lot of looks for the spring and summer live periods.
And the kid's only a junior, so he still has at least one more academic year before he'll go off to play for whichever university he so chooses. No good on the shot there by Foster. Now moving Mickelson, quick to Quinn, all by himself.
Ooh.
Guarded by 2. Mickelson, no good. Good defense there by Venom underneath to keep it the lead it is, and pretty sure Foster was trying to get tricky with that one, but to no luck. And now Lee going up with 2 hands and a nice one-hand block there by Washington.
I think it was Rico Connor.
Excuse me, that was Connor.
Yeah, he's a terrific defender.
Now outside, all alone, Courtney Henson with his first 3 of the game. And a quick 2-hand response. Davion Washington with the slam.
Good explosion right there.
It's one of those where you can feel the rim shaking all the way from where we are. And we're, for those of you that can't see, because you can't see, we're up on a stage over behind the court, elevated so that we could see the entire game. And from what we could see, the entire metal frame that is holding that rim together was shaking.
Yeah. Donovan Reagan had one earlier for his team Zona.
62-56 now. The Wizards still lead, have not lost the lead in this game.
It's kind of funny, isn't it?
They only scored 36 points last week. Now at 62. Driving in Quinn, loses possession, picked up by Foster, moving quickly. Finds his teammate Connor, and could not finish, but Lambeth picks him up. Now it's Lee responding with a 2. Lee's at 13 now. And McNeil just trying to do all the work himself, and he'll be fouled on the drive. That's going to go against Rashad Smith. That's now his fourth. So Rashad Smith getting into foul trouble.
If you heard it, he was right.
Unfortunately, it's very easy to hear us from up here. McNeil's no good on that first.
Wizards coach is like playing bully ball, and that's exactly what he was doing, going downhill, trying to get some contact just to get fouled. Smart play for this unsigned senior.
No good on both for McNeil, and it's picked up by the Wizards. Henson back to Lee, and Lee loses possession, and it's picked up by McNeil. Quick pass to Foster. No contest, and he'll get 2. Daniel Foster is now at 16.
Both Agua Fria guards with 16 each.
And you can tell what an advantage it is to not only be playing with fantastic players that the club league presents, but with your own teammates at your high school.
Huge advantage.
McNeil. Quick pass off. Now back to McNeil. Rolls around and still unlucky. He's missed now 4 shots in a row. And that's got to be frustrating the way he's been playing tonight.
Yeah. But he is just a competitor. Never gives up. A lot of kids would have put their head down, and he just kept on fighting, getting those offensive rebounds. There he goes.
McNeil finally breaks it with his first shot.
Getting closer to my prediction of 20.
Currently sits at 18 after that make.
He's making me look good.
So give Greg Rosenberg $1 if DJ McNeil can score 2 more points at least.
How about $1.50? Come on.
$1.50, fine. And Venom doing some quick contest from all ends of the court, but it leaves Lee only guarded by 1, and he'll get 2. Venom is definitely still in this, only behind by 4. Foster moving things around himself, but he steps out, and he is certainly going through in his head not to do that again. Now less than 4 minutes to go. And now we have an issue with the clock. Trying to get some accuracy here. Having to move quickly is Rashad Smith with contact and one.
Great body control there.
And that's against Lambeth, and that's his third.
Looked like he hung in the air for about a minute.
So now Rashad Smith at the line. No good on the one, but it's picked up almost by Lee. Going the other way is Venom. Long three for McNeil, and it's no good. Lambeth failed to get the rebound. Now it's Rashad Smith guarded heavily, driving in all on his own.
Wow.
And he gets another two. Give him 7.
Downhill. They got a little gap here, 8 points. Foster from the parking lot. Ooh.
Whether that parking lot was outside or not, he came inches away from seeing that one go in. But now, the story of the evening, Hayden Quinn out of Hamilton High School, now at 27 points.
Ooh, McNeil right back at you. Gets fouled.
And he'll get the foul and head to the line for 2.
He's
I better get my wallet ready. Certainly showing a lot of aggression, the Agua Fria product. Not just him, but his teammate, Daniel Foster. So McNeil hoping to crack 20, and Greg, you're hoping to crack an extra $1.50.
Yes, sir. And, I mean, DJ led the league last week with, what was it, 29? But he didn't have Daniel Foster. And he's a true teammate, so he's been getting his teammates some looks as well.
Give McNeil 20 and give Greg $1.50 and
Inbound
give Venom
infraction.
the ball.
Wow. Make a little 5-point play here, maybe.
Venom currently down by 6.
McNeil.
8, excuse me. McNeil
22.
underneath for another 2. Upset that he didn't get the foul, but you'll have to take it in a game like this.
Cuts it to 6 with under 3 minutes.
Quinn over to Ponzo, outside. Smith, no good on the 3, tries to get his own rebound. He will. Outside
Great
for
hustle.
Quinn. Looking for the answer. Gets swatted away by Foster into the hands of Lambeth, and now it's Foster over to Ramirez for 2. Now a timeout called by the Wizards.
Great pass by Foster. That's probably his second really good pass of the night, showing that he's a true combo guard. Probably, like I said, better off of the ball, but as a 2 guard, he can make some nice playmaking passes to his teammates.
And we were talking about the advantage of playing with such great players, but also your teammates, Daniel Foster, DJ McNeil. But don't forget about Isaac Ramirez also on the floor a bunch, all out of Agua Fria High School, and you could see the connections there on that basket. So as you can see on your scoreboard at home, and if you're scoring at home, it's 72-68. Wizards have not given up the lead. Now under 2.5 minutes to go, and the Wizards are looking to maintain the lead. But Venom is still fighting hard. There's 4 Agua Fria kids currently on the floor. The only exception is Quay Lambeth. And on the opposite end, you just have to assume it's Hamilton. And if you're wrong, then so be it. Quick pass to Quinn. Driving in.
Ooh.
That's going to go foul against Venom. That's another one for Lambeth. Also in foul trouble with 4 now. So by far the best shooter of the night, Hayden Quinn. By far surpassing his previous week's total. He's now at 29 points. Doing a lot of work for this AZ Wizards team. Now another foul.
Does not stop.
You can see the aggression from McNeil. And another foul on Rashad Smith. Now one more, and he'll be done for the evening.
Also want to give a shout out to McClintock head coach Sam Dents, trying to put together a McClintock shootout. Got some incredible teams coming back for next year. Just got Desert Vista, Skyline, Apollo. It should be a fun winter break tournament.
McNeil gets both. Give him 24 on the night. He's 5 away from surpassing his last week total. And now underneath Lee, and it's blocked by Lambeth.
Impressive.
Excellent block and coverage by Lambeth.
Wow.
The only Venom defender underneath the hoop. And now it's stolen by McNeil. Oh, and an offensive foul called there. And Rashad Smith is just lucky it wasn't him. Put McNeil at 5, also 1 away from calling it a game.
That was a big play. That was like almost could be a 4-point swing right there.
So 2 minutes to go. Rashad Smith and DJ McNeil in foul trouble. And now a foul on the floor by Connor.
That should be 2. Shooting 2. They're in the bonus, double bonus.
Given that we are in that double bonus, he gets the automatic 2 as opposed to the single bonus, which gives you a 1-and-1. But Ponzo's just trying to find the net right now. Only 3 points on the evening for him.
Sometimes it's tough when you don't touch the ball a lot, you know. You're a forward. You got to get the ball from the guards. Rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. Makes 1, though. 75-70.
Long shot from McNeil. No good. Picked up by Quinn. Now fight for the ball. Ramirez. They call that a jump ball. It'll still go to the Wizards.
Rashad Smith's trying to guide his team to this victory. 75-70.
Going to see a lot of double teaming here from Venom. A lot of aggressive D. Ponzo. No good. Gets his own miss and makes it. Ponzo's now at 6. And Foster with a long 3. In and out. Picked up by Lambeth underneath. Passes it off to McNeil. Spin. Turn. Shot. Just unlucky. And Lambeth trying to swat it back in, and it's not to his luck. And now some sliding on the floor by the Wizards. And unfortunately,
Great
Rashad
hustle.
Smith thought someone was on his end, and they weren't. Ramirez outside to McNeil. Under a minute to go. McNeil underneath for 2.
Gotta love how hard these kids are playing.
Wizards moving the ball. Long shot. Lee no good on the recover on that long pass by Brown. McNeil. And he's fouled
2.
on the floor.
Smart.
Smart play there by Quinn to stop the clock more so that they still have a chance to possess.
He's been living on the line. What is this, like number 14 and 15 free throws or something? I mean,
The 2 leading scorers of the night, Quinn with 29 and McNeil still sitting at 26 after that miss. Could hit 27 here and give his team just a 4-point deficit to work with. Almost 40 seconds left in this game. McNeil makes it, so expect a full court press here from Venom. Finds the opening, it's Quinn, guarded by Foster. Outside to Evans, back to Smith, underneath with the hook, and he gets fouled. And that's going to go against Isaac Ramirez, now his second. And with the bonus, of course, on both ends, every foul now leads to 2 points at the line.
it is interesting how there's no shot clock, yet they keep on trying to score.
Rashad Smith makes the first.
Instead of just getting fouled.
You have to wonder if these players are thinking in their mind, like, what kind of a shot clock you want to work with, of course, as Rashad Smith makes the second. Foster, another long 3, in and out. Picked up by McNeil underneath for 2, and they're still in it. And a timeout called by Venom.
You got to love his heart. McNeil is just tough.
So remember when we were talking earlier about how McNeil was going to hit 20?
Yeah.
So now he's at 29, the same total that he had last week.
Maybe I should have said 30?
Unfortunately, my scoring sheet only goes to 30, so hopefully it won't come to that. But as you can see it right there, the top right corner, 22 seconds to go, 79-75. Again, the Wizards have not sacrificed the lead all game long.
It really is remarkable considering how many runs Venom has made at them, and yet they've never officially took the lead.
And with that is the last timeout for Venom and Demo McNeil's squad.
Is playing wits now. I mean, almost everyone on the court is a senior, so they've been through the grinder here. They know what's up.
Expect a lot of fouls here.
Ooh, almost got him right there. Foul right there.
Moving the ball quickly, and Lambeth finally fouls.
Smith's got to make him pay. Make both these free throws.
Lambeth now the third player tonight in foul trouble. The other two, of course, DJ McNeil and Rashad Smith of the Wizards.
I mean, it is, even if he misses both, it's still a 2-possession game.
And with the time left, you're going to see the aggression regardless. And both of these teams fought very hard tonight.
Oh, makes
and Rashad Smith is good on both. So still 2 possession, but 2 threes could put them back into it. And Foster is blocked by Brown.
Here comes a bang out.
And Smith, the one-hander! And you could hear the hand clap from here. And a quick foul by Evans. So just when you thought this game was about to end, no.
Well, just he's trying to get over that 29 mark, so you have to use a second page.
He's currently at 29.
There it is.
Now 30.
Uh-oh. What happens if he goes 31?
I have to write down the number 31 and cross it out, unfortunately.
And there it is.
But the Wizards are just going to take this one in stride, or so we thought, and Ramirez with another foul. Now trying to figure out the decision on the floor.
Called the game.
And instead, they're just going to call it. So the Wizards, who had not trailed once this entire game, kept it that way. They take this one 83-77 over Venom, and give Venom a ton of credit. They fought very, very hard in the second half, and all the way towards the end. They trimmed the lead to as low as 1, but unfortunately could just not get past that mark. And it's one of those moments where free throw shooting really kills you.
Yes. And what did Quinn have? 29 was official total?
29 for Quinn. He led that squad of Wizards.
And McNeil with 31. 2 impressive performances.
2 incredibly impressive performances by 2 incredibly impressive players. One from the east side of Hamilton and the other from the west side of Agua Fria. But that'll do it for this evening of Arizona Club Basketball League. We, of course, want to thank our sponsors, Ideal Physical Therapy, Real Recruits, Muscle Milk, and Topgolf for all their continued support. I want to thank my partner, Greg Rosenberg, for joining me for the second week in a row. It's been fun. I got to say, it's been a ton of fun.
Oh, yeah.
I'm learning a lot, too, I must say. And for everybody with the Arizona Club Basketball League, with Real Recruits, and to the director, Kenny Mullins, for putting all this together, I'm Mitch Vareldis. You have yourselves a fantastic evening, and we'll see you next week for more Arizona Club Basketball.
See ya.